southbound. I've been hellbound, riding on the midnight train. Going too fast now, think I ought to slow down, standing in the pouring rain.
What's up, guys? Tristan and Tony back with the One Hell of a Life Outdoor Podcast, and we have the legend, the myth, the Delta Thunder man, the snow goose killer, the spoony whisperer, Kade Weatherford back on the podcast.
Hello.
Wade Catherford, thank you for coming back onto the podcast with us tonight.
Kade is here to voice his frustrations about several things and how he's ready to kill snow geese.
Yeah. This whole duck season hadn't been nothing but frustrating.
Right? It's been a tough son of a bitch. And it's not just you, and we'll get into all that. I won't steal that Delta Thunder.
Kade, for people that haven't heard you before, which if you haven't heard Kade on the podcast, you must be very new because he's been on probably about 4 or 5 times. But tell everybody, what you do and what Delta Thunder is all about.
Okay, so Delta Thunder is a guide service out here. We're located in northeast Arkansas, Cache, Arkansas to be exact, if you're looking for a pin on the map. We take guys from all over, wherever you're from, on in pursuits of your dreams. We try to. We got duck hunts. We got goose hunts. What's so funny, Tony?
In pursuits of your dreams.
Yeah. I was just trying to sound fancy there.
Bro, that was incredible. That might be the best thing you've said in 2026 so far.
Oh, yeah.
and they come out all the time.
You've led us on some pursuits of some dreams. That's
oh,
for
my
sure.
God, right?
That's
Dude,
right.
let's talk about that at some point.
I'm a miracle worker.
I want to go back to that because that is important. But, man, dude, so, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, Kate. So you run Delta Thunder and everything, but, just kind of dive into, how you got into it and that kind of thing so people know a little bit of background,
So, I've guided since I was, 16 or so, probably. Something like that. I got real serious about it when I was about 18, and I guided for some guys, my stepdad's group and everything like that. They've got a good outfit as well. Mm-hmm. It's a real good one. But I guided for them. They didn't do any goose hunting, and I had all the stuff to goose hunt. And at the time, nobody hunted geese around my area. I mean, nobody. And so I bought a spread. You couldn't buy goose decoys around here. I bought my first spread from a guy off of not Marketplace, but Craigslist in Jefferson City, Missouri, and I had to drive all the way up there. Bought it from the guy and drove home, and that was literally how you had to get snow goose decoys back then. Oh. And I was hunting with a guy. I'm not going to name any names. He's a great guy too, by the way. If he ends up watching this and seeing it, he kind of taught me. I hunted with him, and he taught me a thing or two, and I was like, man, I want to hunt these things. I want to figure out how to hunt them. And he was the only person that I knew that hunted them over decoys in the area at that time. Oh. And we went a few times, and he taught me, and I was like, okay. And then I ended up buying my own stuff. And I started going with some buddies of mine and everything, and I was like, we're going to figure this out. And we just kept going and getting burnt. And I was understanding why nobody hunted them. I was like, what am I doing wrong?
Is that specs and snows?
No, that was snows.
Okay.
That was snows. The specs came later.
I got you.
But yeah, it just, I was like, man, I understand why nobody hunts them now. And I'd go back to my guy I was learning from. I'd be like, what did I do wrong? He's like, well, show me where you set up. And I'd show him. He's like, oh, that right there is what it is. There's a power line right there or whatever, Well, them geese were feeding right by that power line, yeah, but the wind was out of this direction that yesterday, and now it's out of this direction. I'm like, oh, okay. I just started learning little things like that, and finally, I just remember the first time I really got into the snow geese. I had some buddies of mine that we would literally put my spread out. We'd get out there at 1 o'clock in the morning and start to put that spread out, and we'd work hard getting it out. And
Yeah, didn't you say that you didn't have a side by side or anything like
didn't
that?
have a
So
side by side.
you had to walk like way out in muddy fields and stuff, right?
Didn't have a 4-wheeler. Didn't have a side by side. I had a truck, and
oh man,
if you put everything in the back end of that truck and you stacked it in there just right, you could get the bed cover closed. Now, if you killed any geese or anything like that, or had trash like hulls or anything like that, had to go in a different truck. But all
Just
the decoys,
even holes.
all the decoys and stuff, the collars, everything would go in the back end of that truck just perfect. And I killed more geese over that spread than I have over the high dollar stuff that I have now. And but no, I just kind of the first hunt we really ever got on them, my buddies were wore out. They were like, "Man, I can't do this no more." I was like, "Come on, try it. Let's try it one more time. Let's go one more time." I was like, "Let's try it. Come on."
Now, were you guys chasing? Was you chasing feeds and doing traffic spreads?
That's all we were doing was chasing feeds.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, we got all we were doing was chasing feeds, and but yeah, we finally found one, and you could go anywhere at the time. Before these Yankees come down here and started offering these farmers, that's what it is. It's what it is. You say whatever, and the people on here can hate all they want, but it's the damn Yankees came down here and they started offering these farmers money to hunt them geese. And them days of you, hey sir, you care if me and my buddies go hunt these geese out here in your field? Oh, absolutely not. Y'all go right on ahead. Y'all just make sure you pick your trash up and don't rut my roads up. That used to be how it was, and them damn Yankees come down here and they messed up our hunting, is what it was. And
there's some truth to that. You
can hate me
it
all you want, say whatever you want, comment. I don't care. I'm not going to read it. But it's
I could say the same thing about Illinois deer hunting and out-of-state hunters. I'm not any specific, but I could. So
you can. It happened, but yeah. Tony Vandemore started videoing. He came down here and started videoing all the successful snow goose hunts he was going to have, and then COVID happened, and it just sent a giant. When COVID happened, everybody and their brother that owned goose decoys came down here from the north and started a guide service, and it was ridiculous. You used to drive out here where I live, down all these back roads. You could drive all day long, and you wouldn't see a goose spread nowhere. And then that year, it was like every field. Like the geese didn't have nowhere to sit. And now it's kind of mellowed back down,
People realize it's hard.
It is.
People realize that it's hard to make a living doing it. It ain't just, we'll just go find a field and kill some geese and have some people pay us, and it'll be good. And I don't chase anymore, just because you can't get permission nowhere. You can't. It's really hard to get permission. I mean, and if you do, they usually want a ridiculous amount. They're like, well, I don't let nobody hunt my farm for no less than $150 a gun. Well, I'm charging $200, and say you got 5 guys hunting, you've made, what is that, $250?
Right. Yeah.
I mean, it's not and by the time you pay your guides and your fuel and all that stuff, you haven't made nothing.
That's right.
Yeah, it's not worth the trouble.
Yeah, improving spreads year to year, all that stuff.
So we rent one really big farm, or two really big farms, and then I got another farm I can hunt on too. But I hunt them if they're there, and if they're there, we get them. If they're not, then we traffic them, and we do just fine. So
That's one thing I've learned from the few times. I mean, I've only maybe done it like 5 days total, but that's the one thing I've learned is like you can traffic them pretty good.
But how I started guiding, to answer your question.
Oh, we lose you. Yellow.
I'm gonna plug us in.
I am plugged in.
No,
Oh.
I just noticed it.
I'm gonna pause it. All right, so Tony's getting a beer, but Kade, you were saying how you started.
FaceTime and messed it up, y'all. Sorry.
How you got into it?
At the time, what was I saying?
You were saying we were asking you how you got into Delta Thunder, but then you were telling all the snow goose story. And
Well, basically, how snow goose hunting got you into it.
How
you're talking about your farms.
Well, so we leased
and you,
three
the
big
last thing you
farms.
were talking about was just that, people don't let you hunt there anymore.
Yeah,
I
mean, it's
there's a bunch of people.
They just want an unreasonable amount of money. So, and I mean, I'm not in it to make a bunch of money, but I'd like to make a little bit at the end. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, you got to in order to, like, that's what a lot of people don't get. They'll go, we'll just pay that money. I mean, it's about getting the clients on the birds. Yeah. But you got to still have a little bit of money left over to make the side-by-side payments and all the stuff that keeps going through the whole year.
Right.
Them banks don't care if duck season's in or not. They want their money every month.
Right.
Well, and I on that note, I will say this is that I always say like for example, and I'm going to make an analogy here. If you drive down through Orlando, every major giant building you see down,
You're good.
every major building you see is a financial related building. All right, and so I'm like, okay, we put all of our money with these companies, and obviously they do pretty good.
Yeah, that ain't for charity.
Well, my flip side of when you go to an outfitter, if you go to an outfitter.
What's up, guys? If you want coffee that doesn't suck, you probably can guess what I'm going to say. Get the Duck. Dirty Duck Coffee is the official coffee of the One Hell of a Life Outdoor podcast, and they have a great lineup of different coffee blends, everything from Morning Wood and First Flight to Dark Dynasty and Suns Up, Guns Up. You can't go wrong with Dirty Duck Coffee, and they have a great lineup of cold brew cans, mocha, French vanilla, original cold brew, and cinnamon teal snickerdoodle. If you want 15% off your next order, use code OneHellOfALife15 on your next order.
Like, say, Honey Break, and I'm not throwing any shade at Honey Break. I'm just saying, everything, like, if you're paying a lot, then you're getting a lot, right? I mean, what Kade does is he takes you to kill things. And that's like the main part of it. And so what I'm getting at is this whole were you at 200, 250 or 200?
I don't know.
Snow goose,
200, right? All right, so 200 a gun. If you just do some simple math, and I hope everybody's listening to this. Think about if you were in that position and that's what you made off per hunter, right? You got to pay your guides. Now, you want to improve the experience for people year to year, so maybe you got to put a new shower in. Maybe you got to get a new side-by-side so it's bigger, so you can make one trip with your clients instead of two, improving their experience. Think about this, guys and girls. Think about how many hunters that takes to put money in your pocket, but then pay for those things.
Yeah.
And the unexpected shit, right? Have you ever watched Gold Rush?
Yeah.
Mom quit watching it. You know why?
That's why I feel like running a guide service is like Gold Rush.
Mom
honestly.
quit watching it because she goes, every time I watch it, it's about problems. And you just don't even realize that even the best of guide services have problems.
Yeah.
They just arise and they happen, So anyway, I just want people to think about that real quick when you're thinking about, Kade, I appreciate, and you've told us personally, like you do this because the number one thing you want to see is a smile on somebody's face. And I think it's so important to point that out because his price reflects that.
Yeah.
in a major flyway, for snow geese.
Well,
Right.
I want people to not feel like, I've done it. I've gone on turkey hunting trips before, where we paid a lot of money to go turkey hunting, and we had a great time. But I was like, man, that's high. I mean, that's
Yeah.
high for that experience. I just, some people say I'm setting myself too low, and maybe I am, but it, we're real hunters out here. We don't. I ain't gonna sit here and tell everybody we shoot them every day, because we don't. We don't shoot them every day. We have some times where it's excellent hunting, though. I mean, we got times where it's, $150 hunting, and we got times where it's $1,000 hunting, is what I call it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, and people's like, well, then just take them two prices and split it in half and make that your price. I'm like, well, that's the thing, though. I just don't, want to. I don't really want that tax bracket of high payers hunting with me, just because it always seems like when you got people that got a lot of money come hunting with you, they you never can satisfy them. You know what I mean?
Well,
Like, even if they kill out, even if they have the most perfect hunt and everything just goes so perfect, they just find things
Yeah.
to be wrong.
And what it is, Kate, is like when you get into that kind of like
Expectation.
tax bracket, I feel like it's kind of like, to those guys, it's like your business trip and you're whining and dining and you go hunting.
It's an elevated experience.
You go hunting twice a year and you pay a bunch of money, and I mean, nothing wrong with that, but to your point, like those kind of folks, you're exactly right. That's like,
Yeah, but that's not a hunt, though.
Right, exactly.
Hunters.
Well, look at it like this, you guys.
I know.
Look at
Right.
look at it like this. Seriously, this is the best analogy. I hate to sound so confident about this. Is that, look at denominations with church, right? All right. My mother, still to this day, and many of our family members have been Lutheran all their life, right? That's the way I grew up. I didn't connect with God that way. All right. I had to go through a different channel of a non-denominational church. All right. That's where the access point was for me to have a great experience, right? Same thing with hunters, right? It's knowing your audience, and I think that that's the one thing that you're getting at, Kate, is that, look, if you're wanting to have your toenails done,
yeah,
I'm not the spot.
right.
That's
a great way to say it.
If you want to shoot some shit, yeah, I'm the guy.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, if you want a great opportunity,
And life.
a true opportunity, then I'm your guy.
Yeah.
But if you want to be, if you want to stay in a big fancy lodge and it's this and that, I'm not that guy. Would I like to have all that? Yeah, but I'm broke. I don't have that.
Now we're talking
kinda
600
luxury.
gun.
Yeah. But I mean, a lot of them people like that, though, they just, I don't know. Like, I'm not your guy. Literally, if you want that big fancy experience, you just, gotta go with somebody that's got all these gadgets and toys and everything so super nice. I mean, and we got some nice stuff. Don't get me wrong. Don't. I mean, you're not coming out here and hunting over plastic milk jugs with me or anything like that.
Well, do you have a bidet on the toilet in the 1.0 lodge?
Yeah, I do.
I bet you're the only outfitter in Arkansas with a freaking bidet, bro.
But no, if you want a true hunting experience, just like going to duck camp and getting on some ducks, hunting some places that are absolutely phenomenal places.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of people don't realize it, but I have to fight year after year to make sure I don't lose the leases that I have. I mean, it's a battle behind the scenes that nobody gets to get. But I can't tell you how many times I've had a lease and somebody comes in and offers them double the money for it, and then that lease is gone. But luckily, I've got some good farmers, awesome people that, I mean, they're true to what that they, I make sure they're paid. They make sure I got a place to hunt. Nobody's going to come in and take it from me, as long as I'm paying them money, and it's all good.
Mm-hmm.
But I still haven't answered your question about how I got into it.
I
About
mean, obviously the
2000.
snow goose was part of it, your passion, I guess.
Yeah, well, I was guided a couple snow goose hunts, and they didn't at the time. They do now. And I started about 2017, 18. The duck hunting it was slower. I'm not gonna say it was bad. It was slower, and it got real hard for a lot of people. And I wouldn't hardly have no groups to guide duck hunts on. And I told them, I said, well, I'm gonna see if anybody wants to hunt some geese. So we started taking buddies of mine that I had in college. We'd go out, kill a 6-man, 8-man, 10-man, 14-man, whatever we brought that day. We'd go shoot a speckle bellies. And then I was like, I wonder if anybody paid to hunt these things. So I put a couple posts out, and we started getting them, and the business never came. And I was like, we're gonna keep going regardless. I was just wanting to pay at the time. I was just wanting to shoot some geese, and them speckle bellies are really good to eat too.
What's up, guys? Tristan here. If you're like us, you need gear that's going to stand up to the elements and not break the bank. That's exactly what we love about Frog Talks. They just dropped their brand new Oxbow waterfowl series, and let me tell you, this stuff is built for serious hunters who don't want to quit when the weather turns nasty. It's tough, lightweight, and waterproof. Everything you need when you're out there chasing ducks. If you're looking to upgrade your gear this season, head over to frogtalks.com and use code OneHellOfALifeOutdoors at checkout for 15% off your order.
So it was a double-edged sword right there. It's like we killing geese and we're eating good. I mean, it's like, so we were um we were hunting geese every day and killing out. And when the phone calls finally came, it came like a flood. The duck hunting was kind of one of them big lulls in that season right there where nobody was killing them. And I started getting phone calls from hunting clubs, from everywhere, from all kinds of people, and we started taking them and we started getting them good. And and that kind of, and then I started getting, questions. What's your guide service called? What's your guide service called? And I was like, well, I don't really have one. So, and then it was
It's
like, and
called
then the
cash
next,
money.
and then the next year, yeah.
Why
the
do you think
next
it's based
year,
out of cash?
Yeah. Well, then the next year or that summer, I had people, I want to book a hunt. And I was like, well, I don't even know if I'm doing it or not yet. And then it was just, yeah. And I was like, well, I guess we got a guide service here. And my granddaddy builds duck calls. Name of his duck call company's Delta Thunder Custom Duck Calls. So I just went to him and I said, hey, I ain't gonna build no duck calls. I was like, but if I started a guide service, could I use Delta Thunder as a name? And he said, absolutely, yeah, sure. So, and then right there, that, and here we are.
Hey, before we get like rolling further on the Delta Thunder thing, I think it was cool, like you were saying about your granddaddy this year. And if you guys go back, there's a podcast we did last January where we sat down. It was Kade, me and my dad, and Cade's granddaddy, and talked about all kinds of old Arkansas duck hunting stuff. Talked about how he made his calls, all kinds of stuff. But didn't you say that like he was gonna make some calls this year and all 10 of them were sold or something in like no time or something? What was the story on that?
Oh, he's selling them like hotcakes. Yeah, I don't. He brought me some, and I sold all of them the night I got them.
That's what it was.
Then, I don't know if he has some more made or if he's making more. I saw him tonight, and I should have asked him, but I didn't think nothing about it.
Yeah.
You know what?
They're made out of bodock wood, which is like some freaking, it's like some fence post or some.
Osage orange.
Yeah, it's the gosh dang. So back in the day, like back before, like you get fence posts and everything else like that, you had to go you cut down trees and made logs, and that's what you put your fence up with, right? Well, when you take this type of wood, and it's going to hit me in just a second. I can't think.
Kade just said it. Osage orange.
Oh,
right?
no, it's yellow on the inside of it. What's it called?
It's Osage orange.
Osage orange. All right. So those posts, just like there's another one I'm going to tell you too. Locust, maybe. Those posts, they withstand like hundreds of years, like literally, right? And so the bodock process, part of that happens is beneath the soil. Is that right?
Green
like over
bodock.
time, the green bodock.
Green bodock is bodock that's held moisture in it the whole time that it's. You can't just cut down one of those trees and make a call. It takes a really long. I think it's 100 years it takes to dry the wood out to get it dry enough to.
But those come
it.
from fence posts, right? Because people knew they would withstand, I guess
they're really
deterioration.
good. They don't rot. It takes a really long time for them to rot. The fence where he got his calls from, the barbed wire had done rusted away, but the fence posts were still there.
Huh.
Can you imagine the barbed wire had succumbed to the earth, but the posts were still there?
That's
a man-made product couldn't outlast Mother Nature.
That's pretty wild.
That is. It is. Just wanted to point that out.
Well, so you got the goose kind of got it off the ground, but then when duck hunting came in, what, in 19? Is that when you started guiding duck hunts?
Yeah, so I had a really good deal going with the guy I was leasing from at the time. I used to pay him 2 half-gallons of Crown Royal to goose hunt on his grounds.
Gallons?
And, yeah.
Oh, man.
I used to pay him 2 half-gallons of Crown Royal to goose hunt. And then his duck hunters that were hunting out there were mad that I was killing all these geese or whatever. They were like, man, he ain't even got a duck pit out here. And I came to him that fall and I said, how many half gallons you need? He said, well, I need to talk to you about that. And I was like, awesome. I was like, we're going to have to start paying some money now. He said, well, here's what I want you to do. He said, lease a duck field from me and I'll just give you the goose hunting. And I was like,
wow.
Well, that's okay. I was like, well, I'm going to need some duck hunters to pay for the duck pit. So I leased a pit and then another field that I had a blind in. And, and then the duck hunting kind of overcame the goose hunting. It would have been 1920, or maybe it was 2021. But that season was awful for everything. It was.
That's
we got
when I met
rain.
you.
We got rain, but it was like 70 degrees all year, and it didn't get cold until like how it did now.
Yeah.
It was the same deal. Like the last 2 weeks of season, we got a big snow, and luckily it didn't freeze up bad enough where we couldn't hunt because we got to hunt in the ice, and we ended up killing some ducks right there at the end. But that's what a lot of people don't realize about hunting out here. We got some good hunting, and some years like this year, the most comparable year is. Well, hold on, let's go look. How about that? We got the camera now.
He got the archives.
Let's get a visual.
We got the camera now. I don't know how to flip it around though.
I don't know if you can. You might be able to.
You just hold the phone the opposite way, but that's kind of
I'll take y'all. I'll give y'all a little exclusive look.
There we go.
All right. So these are all the years that I've duck hunted.
We don't want to see your OnlyFans, Kade.
No, I don't want to see it either. These are all the years that I've duck hunted right here. That I've guided duck hunts, had my own business. So let's see. This is 24, 25, 24, 23, 22, 23, 21, 22, and this one is 19. No, it's 2020, 2021. Should I turn the camera around?
I don't know if you can. If you can, I don't care.
Anyway, this right here, this was the worst season ever right here.
Is that just? Are we looking at like the days in your notes from the days? I guess.
Yeah, it's backwards though, I bet, facing that way.
It's all good, but basically it's just showing that what you killed per day or whatever.
Yeah, what I killed every day. And here's the thing, I can open up. A lot of people ask that question. They say, well, let's do that. Let's do that right now. So that's 2020. That's January 2021. This one here will be January 22. And then let's get 22 and 23 out and go to January. Let's see what dates. You get that. So we're going to solve right now. We're going to solve for X. I get the question all the time. What's the best day to come? What's the very best day to come? All right, we got a sample here, right? We got 21, 22, and 23, January, right?
Okay.
All right. January 1st, I had January 1st, 2021. We didn't kill any. January 1st, 2022. We killed 41.
I was there.
January 1st, 23. We killed 39 and 13 geese and 1 band.
Yeah, 22 I think was when we were there.
Yeah, that was
On
the
January
that was
23.
the thunder. The thunder video.
That's on video. Yeah, it's the thunder video.
Yep, where you
On our
guys got struck by
YouTube.
lightning.
And then I don't have anything written for the second. Let's skip over here. Let's not go down the list here. Let's do January 12th.
Okay.
I killed 1 on January 12th, 2021. January 12th, 2022. We killed 9 and 2 geese. And then January 12th, 2023, we killed 18 ducks and a goose.
How about a lot of people, because I know you get this question a lot when people are calling like, hey, when should I come hunt? A lot of people have this perception in their brain that opening weekend's like, always going to be amazing, which it can be. But why don't you do a little opening day number or opening weekend or something?
Opening weekend?
Yeah, because while you're looking that up, I will say that, and if you're a frequent client of Cade, you will 100% agree with us on this, is that if you go, and Cade, I know you have a saying for this, but if you go as often as we do,
This winter, elevate your outdoor pursuits with Williamson Outfitters, offering professionally guided experiences along Florida's Forgotten Coast. From coastal duck hunting to inshore fishing, every Williamson Outfitters trip is led by a seasoned captain, delivering world-class adventure with true local expertise. From small private groups to large corporate retreats, Williamson Outfitters' fleet of well-equipped boats and experienced guides provide first-class winter outdoor experiences for sportsmen of all ages and skill levels. And for those planning ahead, Williamson Outfitters is already booking spring and summer charters. Secure your fishing, flounder gigging, and family adventure dates now before their calendar fills up. Call or text 850-251-8650 or visit floridaducks.com to reserve your outdoor experience. Williamson Outfitters, making the Forgotten Coast unforgettable.
every year, you go through the highs and the lows.
Yeah.
And we've had some opening days that were stupid.
Yeah.
I mean, stupid. Like, literally, we were shooting ducks, not even hiding at all until the sun came over.
Last year shot widgeon 2 days in a row, which that doesn't happen until like January normally.
But dude, we've also been there and not raised our guns. So it's just, It's always hunting, dude. I don't want to even go down that rabbit hole, but it's always hunting. It's
5
always
years.
always
We're
hunting.
gonna do 5 years.
All right.
This is fun. I like this. It's a good little enrichment activity.
Enrichment.
Cade said he's solving for X here.
Enrichment activity.
Let me get 25 opened up.
While he's
That's
looking
the
them
way.
up, Tristan, do you want to do a commercial for those new beautiful white tennis shoes you have on?
Hell no, they ain't doing nothing.
Dude, they're pretty.
Yeah.
Mom even commented on your shoes since you walked in.
They ain't doing shit for one hell of a life.
They need to.
Well, on Cloud, if you're listening to this, figure it out.
That's right. Make some
All
on
right.
cloud duck hunting or goose hunting boots.
2020.
All right.
2020. I know that sucks, that light right there. I'll try to stand like right here where you can see me. 2020 it opened up on the 21st, and we killed 47 ducks in 2020.
Okay.
And then 2021 it opened on the 20th. We killed 7 ducks.
Yes.
Oh, we
were
were
there.
there. Yep.
Yes, we were.
Shot my
20.
first shoveler that day.
22 we killed 1 duck. 23
Oh, baby.
uh
That was Catherine's. No.
No, I don't remember.
23 I don't have a number written down on the date.
Oh, we wrecked them.
Yeah, that was no. Wait,
Yeah.
was that? I know we filmed
Oh.
Thanksgiving weekend
It
in
was
23.
It was when we stayed at 2.0 with Mario and everybody.
No, that was Thanksgiving weekend. I don't know.
Oh.
I don't know if we hunted opening weekend.
Yeah.
We may have. I don't remember.
Just go watch our videos and quit messing around, people.
I know 24 opening day was badass.
Oh, baby.
I'll tell you that.
24 and 25 were good, but I didn't write the numbers down.
Not 25.
Last year was a good opener.
Yeah.
This hunting season that we're in right now.
No, 24, 25.
Okay,
This is
24,
25, 26.
Okay, all right. Now I get you.
I'm at 24. I know where you got.
Kate,
I know where
what year was it? It might have been the one duck weekend, but it was the weekend where that happened. But then I came back up on that Wednesday, and
that year.
From then on, these guys shot so many ducks that, like, I didn't even need to hunt anymore. I'm not kidding.
We killed 4 ducks from the first day to like Thanksgiving Day. We killed 4 ducks,
Then after then it was on.
and then we ended up
my
killing.
God.
We ended up killing like 1,100 and something.
I think it was like 1180 or something. I don't know what it was, but
1187, I think.
So point being is that the conditions and weather and ducks and all that shit are going to vary. So
A lot.
what you should do is book the time that's convenient for your job, your life, and whatever. And, you know, sometimes it's going to be great and sometimes it's not.
yeah.
Well, it's really like playing the lottery. I can. It's not like ducks have a rut.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, they're not like deer. It's not. I got people calling me asking me when the duck rut is, and if I could say, yeah, dude, you come January 12th, you're gonna hammer them. If I knew that, it'd be $10,000 a person per day that day, and I'd
Amen.
be screwing everybody the other 59 days.
Right.
Amen to that.
But there's no telling, and it's all very weather dependent. Sometimes it's not. This year, when it got 70 degrees, I was like, well, our duck hunting's going to get terrible. It started getting better, not awesome, but better when it started getting warmer. And then we get a cold front, and I was like, all right, here we go. It's going to really push them down now. It'd get cold for a few days, and I'm like, all right, they're going to come back when it warms back up. It'd warm back up, nothing.
Jeez.
I mean, but this year is unbelievably
It's unprecedented.
uncomparable to any year possible. We are in a major drought. The snow that's on the ground outside right now is 10 inches deep, and that's the most precipitation that we've had since July.
Isn't that crazy? And then, well, I think it's important for people listening to this to understand like how Mother Nature works. All right, so I want to back up a year, okay? So traditionally, where we hunt at with Kade in this major area along this flyway, it traditionally floods. If you live there, you're going to deal with flooding. Roads are going to get shut down. The Cache River floods its banks every single year.
Yeah.
Not counting the other rivers like the public land areas, the Black River, the White River, all those areas, right? It's dependent on that. All right. That shit happened last year. And then later in the season, it got really bad and really wet. And so we're talking about fields that we're used to hunting at shin deep are now chest high.
Yeah, it looked like you're hunting
Okay.
like Michigan divers.
Yeah, it was crazy. We were shooting redheads and shit. I mean, all right, so that speaks to that. But point is that if you guys go back and look, and I think Jimbo Fields did a great job of like documenting it. And I'm sorry, Jimbo, that you went through personal problems with that. But the Cache River flooded so bad, y'all, that whole area, we're talking about, Kade, you could back me up on a number of acres, but I would say hundreds of thousands of acres, potentially.
Oh, I know it was.
It flooded it, what was it, until like June or some shit?
Yeah, we were flooded until June. And then and then it just never rained after that. It's crazy. We
farmers
went from a
couldn't
record
plant their
flood
shit.
to a record drought.
Yeah, they couldn't plant their shit, and then when they could, they couldn't get
And then
rain
the
on
Cache
it.
River was really messed up. It had so many log jams. I mean, the state of Arkansas, and I don't know if the Army Corps of Engineers got involved in that and everything else, or Fed funds, or any of that. I'd like to know more, actually. Had to go in there, dude, and basically, like, it took forever. If you go look at Jimbo Fields' Facebook, he was doing videos of it, and it was in the spring and everything. I mean, he lost his house, I think, right, Kade? It burned up, I think.
Oh, yeah.
And this was a protected area that I believe his father created that protected his whole property, like levees all around it. Mr. Glenn took me there a long time ago, and dude, even he got it, and he lost. And it was like crazy that he was still out there in the spring and early summer with videos, but they had to get in there and get those log jams out and everything. It's like, it's crazy. I don't think everybody understands what impact that had. I do, because I was following it all. But from a giant perspective, Kade, every one of your people that are fellow outfitters in that whole entire area suffered the same loss.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there's not a lot of crop planted like there usually is. That's one. But another, our problem with this duck season is, and people can say it's ducks. I watch. I've seen them on TikTok saying, "Oh, there's not the ducks there used to be." Of course, there's not. They call them waterfowl, not desert fowl. We ain't had no rain all year. It's dry. Why would they want to be here? Literally, the only water that's here, or that has been here, literally the only water that's been here is water that's pumped up. And if it's pumped up, somebody's hunting over it. So if you were a duck, why would you want to go? Why would you want to come here?
Right.
You know what I mean? Why would you want to come here and get shot at? You know what I mean? Everywhere you sit, you're going to get shot at. Everywhere.
Yeah.
Right.
And so, luckily, we got a little spot that we hold some ducks, and we were able to pull some off of it and have make what we could out of this duck season. And then this snow hit, and I canceled everybody because it's just not worth fighting that. And you can't run an ice eater. I'm like, yeah, I can run an ice eater, but it's not like them ducks are gonna be like, oh, he's running an ice eater. We'll stick around.
Well, and honestly, it's going to freeze to the ground in a lot of fields.
Usually on a normal year, you run an ice eater, the ducks go and sit on the rivers, during over the night, and they stay in that open water where they can, sit down. There is no water in the river. There's nowhere to hold them ducks right now, and it's wild. I've lived here my whole life. I've never seen it not rain in December at all. That's like one thing, but for it to not rain in January at all, I mean none. That is crazy.
Well, that's my point. I was just like trying to draw people a map of what has happened over this like 12-month period. Is so all that happened that I talked about before, but then you go into this season, right? And Mother Nature throws a major curveball like Cade's talking about. And so, like, I'll give you a very simple example of, like, everybody talks about all these big numbers, right? And we don't need to see those 700,000 mallards or whatever it is. You could have 400 mallards. You could have 400 mallards in a 200. No. You could have, let's just say, 400 ducks, right? Within a 2 square mile area, and you might have the hunt of your life with those 400 ducks, right? Well, here's the thing, so you guys understand what happened there. After all that happened, then Mother Nature says, no water. And so these areas that the waterfowl all of time, basically, have followed this imprinted map. They're coming into these areas and going, holy shit, there's no water. We're going to keep on going wherever they go.
Yeah.
And like in this one specific field that Cade's got, there would be 2 fields that would not be hunted. And they were in close proximity that were basically trafficking ducks off of those. It happens every year. The flooding happens. The banks of the cache goes over. That happens, and we wreck their life. And, bro, those fields, every duck had to keep on going because there wasn't an ounce of water in those fields.
Yeah.
Well, it's
the refuges for that specific blind.
Everybody, you hear about this. You heard about that? Everybody talking on whatever, saying Missouri's the new Arkansas and everything like that. When it comes to mallards, I say let them have them. Let them have them mallards. Mallards, you can't trust a mallard.
Quote, you cannot trust a mallard.
You can't trust a mallard. That's a new t-shirt.
Dude, they are kind of sketchy, aren't they?
Yeah, they're sketchy. They're literally, dude, if ducks were people, I'm telling you, mallards would be tweakers. Everybody's trying to find them like they stole their TV. And everybody wants them, I guess. I don't know.
Everybody's trying to find them like they stole their TV.
Yeah.
That took a second.
Everybody's trying to find those mallards like they stripped all the copper wire out of their off their telephone pole, the power going to their house or something. And everybody's trying to find them and kill them.
I picture him a little bit more like a like prestigious, but like an asshole. You know what I mean? Like a prestigious, like a prestigious businessman, but he's just a dick. You know?
Snubber?
Yeah,
he's like a snubber. So is he the guy at the golf course that goes?
Because everyone like wants to meet this guy, and then you meet him, and then he's a jerk.
Right?
Yeah. No, mallards, dude.
I think a pintail is more geared for that.
Yeah, but
they're like
schmarry.
I wouldn't be surprised if a pintail was flying through the air holding a freaking Cuban cigar, bro.
Yeah, they do. They got a little.
Pintails are all females. They don't know what they want.
That's exact.
You whistle at them and you say, "Come here, come here, come here," and they're like, "Okay, I'm coming." And then right when they get to you, they turn around and they're like, I'll be right back. Where are you going?
What do you want to eat for dinner?
Don't worry.
All right, let's keep this going.
What do you want to eat for dinner? Some rice. Wait, no. I want to go over here.
You got
and
some
eat.
rice down there? Yeah, we got plenty of rice down there. Okay.
All right, listen. This is totally impromptu. We're gonna speed through every species and kind of go through this label experience of them, right? All right, Kade, go. Green winged teal.
Oh. Green wings are stoners. Yeah, they travel in large groups and they're just looking to party.
That's great,
dude. They're meth heads. There's no doubt about it.
You hit at them, you're like, I got crack, 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 and they're like, crack.
They 100% do. Blue wings, I would say, is a more controlled. Like they're the ones, like if they're walking down the street at, like, you know, in Vegas, they go to, like, they're not going where the green wings go. They're gonna cut off and go like where blue wings go.
Yeah, they're going.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they're going on to a speakeasy.
Like they go fast, but they kind of stay a little bit more organized.
Yeah, they're pretty successful, but like, you know, they got a wild hair. You know, kind of like you actually.
Yeah. Well, I might have one wild hair. It's right here somewhere, but no. And then, but here's the thing about a blue wing. Once it puts on his best suit, he's kind of a, I don't know, West Palm Beach kind of a jackass a little bit. I think.
Who's the most trustworthy duck? I mean, what would you say is the most trustworthy?
You could trust him?
Yeah, you can trust him the most.
Like with your life?
No, with like they're gonna do what ducks do, and you call them and hunt them.
Oh, gadwalls.
Dude, and people were saying on our post, they were like, no, dude, gadwall's the hardest duck ever to get to.
I was like, not in Arkansas. They're
yeah,
not.
Dude, no way. I mean, I couldn't believe it. Right? Yeah, they do. I think widgeon always, like, they sit every time, dude. They just boom, bomb the spread.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know.
Widgeon are kind of like insurance agents, kind of.
I don't know.
They make a lot of money.
They do.
I feel like a widgeon makes like he's up in the upper percentile of like financial success.
Yeah, they do, but they're like the opposite of mallards. See, the mallards are like assholes, but like widgeons they're like cool. You know, like,
do you think
you would never know widgeons make a bunch of money? They're that guy.
Dude, you remember back in the day MTV where they have those fights like between cartoon like characters of actors or actresses?
Yeah.
And what was it called?
I don't know.
Well,
but I know what you're talking about.
Let's put a pintail and a widgeon in the ring together, dude. That's what I want to see. It's like upper class fight right now.
I don't know. So, obviously, it's been kind of a challenging year, Kade, with the water situation and all that shit. But I know you're excited about snow geese. Because this, I mean, one, it's so damn dry, which never happens. And two, they got to be all south of you right now, right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they're totally south of us.
Yeah.
It's the only waterfowl I can be camoed for.
No, the snow goose hunting ought to be good, I think, just because, I mean, so it's a double-edged sword with the lack of water. Usually we have so much water that the geese literally have to go 200, 300, 400 yards from where they feed to where they roost at in order to sleep. And if you set up on their feed and they're just 200 or 300 yards from you, they can see you a lot easier. And if they see you set up, you're screwed. You're not going to kill any of them. And but this year, with it being so dry, and there's going to be a lot of people turning their water loose after that vet hunt. Luckily, one of the main farm that I hunt on, the guy that I hunt on, he don't turn any of his water loose until March 5th. He's a conservationist. He believes in the imprinting and everything like that. So he tries to keep that for his ducks, you know. So, and that's great, give them plenty of habitat after season. That way they can do duck things, but that makes it really good for snow geese. We keep a lot of snow geese roosted on us, and then they'll feed somewhere close, and he's got a lot of acreage around what he floods right there that's dry that we'll be able to hunt them geese on, and I'm excited. It's going to be really good. In theory, theoretically looking at it, it looks good. I don't know. It could be terrible.
Right.
Could be awful. But I just don't think it will, because every year that I've had a drought year, I've done really well with snow geese. And every year that I've had like floods, it's been tougher. Like last year, we killed some snow geese last year, but it was tough. It was real tough hunting. And then the year before that, it flooded, but not as bad. And I did good, but it wasn't as tough as last year. You know what I mean? It's always tough. Snow geese are tough. There's a lot of them, and it ain't because they're stupid. They're a smart bird, but when they're dumb, they're dumb. But there's a lot of them, and it's not because they're dumb. You got to kind of strategically hunt them. And anybody that tells you they got snow geese figured out, just give them a little bit. They ain't got them figured out.
No, they're definitely. It's a totally different world. Like, I think the biggest shock factor for me when I came out there, and you taught me a lot over like 2 or 3 week period, was that they're just looking for one thing wrong.
Yeah.
They really are. And it's crazy because you think you got it figured out, but you don't think like a goose does. And the more you're like this guy here, you learn to think like a goose does. Just like over the years, I've learned to think like a deer does, right?
Yeah.
And that's what you're paying for, right? When you come out for an experience, is somebody is already fought the battles for you.
Right. It's a good way to put it.
Hundreds of times, like eating shit, to figure this out for you. So I just wanted to mention that, because that's it. To me, after the experience I had with you, that's the number one thing I think I took from it.
Yeah. Well, it ought to be good. We're gonna have some fun. We got 3 big spreads we're gonna set up, and it's gonna be good. 3 or 4. I hadn't decided yet. I gotta wait for this snow to melt off to decide where I'm gonna set everything. I'm pretty dead set on one spread where I'm gonna move it to, but like I said, all we're doing is waiting for the snow to melt off. The ground froze so hard right now you can't get a stake in the ground. So,
well, it's got to be cool to be at this time, because I don't think I've ever, this late in the season, ever been like, out there or whatever. And you always see snow geese because they're just around this time of year. But the fact that they're all south of you because this late weather,
well, there's nothing around right now.
Think about
Not
it logically. Like, if you're a logical thinker, like I was telling somebody, I think me and Adam were talking about this the other day or whatever, just from a very logical perspective, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, if there's millions of geese, you think that's funny, don't you?
Some shit right there.
I froze it, and the thing popped up, and I thought you might want to share that with the audience. It's a bubbled bush light, but here's the thing. Logically speaking, they all come from somewhere, right?
Yeah.
And they go south.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, there's a point that South Dakota goes, guess what? There's no more snow geese here.
Yeah.
They're gone. They're south. Right now, you guys are so damn frozen that there's absolutely no doubt about it. Not a snow goose.
I'm about to get y'all some views.
Not a snow goose in the area. They are south.
Oh, look at them.
Oh, that's a Tedward.
Hi, y'all.
Kentucky.
My name's Teddy, and this is the Maggie Williams podcast.
She does kind of look like Maggie Williams, the dog.
Yeah, she's a good girl.
This is the Maggie Williams podcast. Look at me, I hunt with a golden retriever. I'd get a duck, but Daddy can't throw me that high.
Didn't you try to take Teddy duck hunting one time?
He did.
I
yeah.
did. I took her one time, and she'd go to the duck. She won't pick it up. This dude.
But it's got to be a bitch
Yeah,
like
he's a
drying
duck
her
dog.
off.
Now that's, believe it or not, that's the duck killer right there.
That's right. That's the boy.
Yeah, I had to show him some of y'all's videos the other night and said, "You see that? That's you. You remember when we were doing that? It was so fun."
That was so fun.
No, but just to finish my point on the whole snow goose thing, I personally have been. This is like my 5th year with doing this, and I'm so excited, especially with what I learned from Kade. From a logical perspective, dude, they're all down there.
Yeah.
If they trickle just right, oh my God, there's so many, like that video that I shared out there on that flightway. You guys, that's the flightway that Kade is able to hunt.
Kate, I don't know if you saw it, but that video
He was sitting there with me when I filmed
on
it.
all platforms. I tagged you on all of them, but I put it on TikTok, Instagram, or TikTok and Facebook. I don't know about Instagram, but between TikTok and Facebook, it got like over 150,000 views.
I seen a snow goose one time.
But here's the thing, guys.
Everyone was like, God.
That video that you see, and this is what's mind blowing to even try to think about, is that I don't know that you could call that 50% of the migration, right? I don't know. Maybe you could.
No, it's not.
But
I
that's
bet
what's
it's not even freaking 1 or 2%.
dude. But that's what's mind blowing.
Yeah.
About here's the deal. If you go snow goose hunt at Delta Thunder Outfitters, you're in a major flightway, and you have the opportunity, truly, to experience that once in a lifetime buck that comes by at 10 yards and gives you a perfect shot, which is that spin, right? It doesn't happen all the time. They're smart as shit. But if you want to be in a position to have that opportunity, that kind of a dream hunt, then this is the place. And I'm going to be there as much as I freaking can. I already told my boss, dude, I like moved my PTO days. I was like, duck season's over. It's time to smash snow geese.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
I might be living with you for a week or so. I don't know.
I'm gonna try to shoot the snow geese, and if that don't work, I'll be ready to shoot the turkeys.
And if that don't work, he's going to be fishing.
Hey, and I'll even
if that
say
don't
this.
work, I give up.
I'll even say this. If I am going like I am, and I'm just like not trying to sell Cade's business here, like I'm just being selfish as a hunter, like I'm that excited about going.
Yeah.
If I'm that excited about going, y'all call me stupid. And I might go out there and just want to kill myself because it's so bad. I don't know. But seriously, I've seen a lot of things happen, and this is the most excited I've ever been.
Oh, you'll video it. They'll see it.
Hell yeah.
Yep.
They're gonna see it either way.
But anyway, you still got plenty of dates open, right?
Yes, I do. It's a very short season. I don't know what I have weekend availability wise. I don't think it's very much. But you can call me. We can talk. I mean, simple as that.
Well, and if you book 10 or more, then you get free lodging, right? If not, it's $40 a night, and then $200 a hunter. So
Well, I bumped it all down. I'm trying to steer away from the groups of 10.
okay.
Because we're going to start hunting pit setups, and pit setups can only hold 6.
Nah,
So
makes sense.
I can accommodate 10, and we might hunt 10 together. I don't know. It just depends on what the scenario is. But I'm going to try to keep it at. I'm not doing the 10 free lodging no more.
Okay.
No, that
For
makes
now,
that
just
makes
because
sense.
I had to lower my prices, and before it was like, hey, $250, you come, you bring 10 people, you get the lodge for free, and I could pay to clean it, and then we were using a little bit of that money to, do little things, buy firewood, pay for this, pay for that, just
Fix a busted pipe.
Yeah, remodel the bathroom, replumb the whole uh, bathtub at 2.0. I mean, stuff like that. Stuff that's not fun, but had to be done.
Yeah.
But this year, just to get some attention, I dropped the prices down to 200, just to get some people out here hunting. I mean, I want people pulling the trigger.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, there you
we got a lot of available dates, and it's looking to be a great season. And I'm getting some phone calls. I mean, it's not like I'm like, please come hunting, but I still want to have a good amount of hunters, you know. And we'll get there. I'm most certain we will. We're going to shoot them with or without you. I mean,
go.
it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter to me.
Well, I'm going to be there as much as I can be.
But it's $200 a day and then $40 a person per night for lodging if you want lodging. If you don't, then go get an Airbnb and stay in town. That'd be wonderful.
Yeah, I would recommend if you go that route, look at something. If you've never been to Jonesboro, be on the west side because it just makes that drive to Cache a little bit more convenient. And it's like probably 20 minutes from your house to Cache.
From my house, 10.
Yeah, 10. Yeah. So west side of Jonesboro is the move if you're doing the Airbnb or hotel or whatever. But
don't do the Airbnb.
I want to give a plug. I want to give a plug real quick.
What's that?
What's the lady's name, Kay, that's got the little stand outside of your lodge?
Brittany.
Brittany is so awesome. She's such a customer service oriented person. She's got a little shack out there outside of one of his lodges that you can buy just like hot hands or some snacks or whatever it might be. But the other thing that she does is that we experienced was the catered breakfast, bro.
Yep.
She gave us a menu and we basically picked everything. Well, Poe did. And she brought it to us before we left to go out hunting that morning and literally had like an incredible like not just like some scrambled eggs, bro.
Yeah.
Like some, I don't know if they were like, there was burritos, like empanadas. There was like all kinds of stuff like that. So anyway, big shout out to her.
Yeah, I wish I knew the name of her farm stand. I'm like drawing. I know it. I'm just drawing a blank.
Yeah, you see it. You drive by it all the time, probably.
Yeah, it's cool. It's like a little honor system type deal, and it's
smart idea.
Well, she hooks a lot of the hunters up with breakfast and lunch and dinner or whatever they want. So.
Yeah, that's great.
Thank you, Brittany.
Yeah, well, she does a really good job.
What's your number, kid? Tell everybody where they can get a hold of you.
870-926-7944. You can call me or text me.
Perfect. Well, right on. You got
right on.
Else?
I don't, man. I just want to know, Cade. I was calling to find out if the snow geese will be flying.
Let's see how many people we book off this. If you text me,
Cade, I just want to know if I come up there, will the snow geese be flying in a migratory pattern?
If you call me,
he knows what I'm talking about.
If you call me and you want to book a hunt, and you text me, let's make it 0 duck-a-luck-a-ding-dong. That'll be the code. I'll give you $5 off your hunt.
And you got to spell it right.
Yeah.
No, just get it close. Hell, I ain't gonna know if it's right or not.
0 duck-a-ding.
That's perfect. Some ways are gonna take you up on that just so they can.
I know. I just want to see who does.
Dude, that'd be great. Be that person.
Man, I saw your podcast. Y'all didn't really talk about nothing for an hour, but I did hear the goose hunt at the end.
Hey, I will say this: if you do that, then if you're okay with us sharing who you are, we will shout you out on the podcast.
Well, just why I got you, Cade, before we get off here, we started a segment. I don't know if you saw us talking about it. What we're going to do is once a month and I got like probably 15, 20 people that reached out, and just randomly, once you're in it, I'm not going to take you out. Like, you're not going to have to retell me every month, but once you get on the podcast, you won't be on there again basically until we get all the way through it. But it's just random people, like listeners, whoever wants to be on the podcast. My only thing is you had to send me a DM, and you can still do it. Send a DM to One Hell of a Life Outdoors on anything. Just let me know you'd be interested. And I just think it's cool, just random people, just anybody.
Yeah, dude, tell us your story,
Yeah.
bro. I think there's so
No
many.
stipulation to it, just random person.
Dude, there's so many gems, right? I mean, and I don't mean to get too deep on this, but just think about, for example, if you and I would have never met Kade.
Yeah.
I mean, just
what
the
you mean,
knowledge, and the pain in the ass he is. No, I'm just kidding. No, but think that we never did, right? And there's millions of people out there, dude, and I think there's some of the there's some gems to be discovered out
100%.
there. And we want to talk to you, dude. Just if you got a great story to tell.
Do they send a picture of themselves too?
Yep.
If they do,
No, I hope not.
dude, I would have them send a face picture of themselves too.
A
And
selfie.
if I would only interview the ones that have like the shaggy curly hair, kind of like a llama, and the flat bill hat.
Yeah,
Like
there you go.
Sitka, it'll either be like Sitka or some old, trucker hat, whatever. It'll be a flat bill, and they'll have like a gold chain on,
Yeah.
and then they'll be wearing, Sitka Bottomland or whatever is what their top will be, and yeah, those guys are killers, dude. They're out there, especially if they're about 17, right in that age.
Right on. Well, hey guys, listen.
Those are for sure. Those are for sure killers, guys. Like old men that's been hunting for 60 years. Go listen to them kids wearing them gold chains. They get the curly hair coming out of the back of their hat, flat bill hat. They got a brand new boat that their dad bought them all by themselves, and they'll have these big trucks that have lights in the wheels.
Yeah.
Those guys, they know everything about duck hunting.
Well, hey, listen, and
You need to
we don't.
interview those guys.
Tristan and I, honestly, we try to be very limited when we do this, and it is. I just wanted to mention it is important that if you follow us and you watch and love what we do, like our stuff, dude. It's how we pay the bills. This we put a lot of time.
I like mine harder. I need to pay some bills too.
But we put a lot of time into this to bring you guys incredible content, and we just appreciate it if you guys help support us whenever you can. We're not trying to go political on you on needing these likes, but we sure appreciate it. Thank you.
I don't know if there's anything political about it, but
Well, what I mean, I'm not trying to just steer somebody.
no, I know. I'm just
Yeah,
playing.
I mean, we appreciate it.
Well, right on, guys. Well, we appreciate you tuning in, and it's one hell of a life.
It is.
I've been southbound, I've been hellbound, riding on a midnight train. Going too fast now, think I ought to slow down, standing in the pouring rain.